Good evening. Welcome to episode number 3 of the Dog Days. I'm Sage the Succubus, and this one is called Money Matters 2 and Money Matters 4. So, Sage's secrets first. The difference between history and the ages that came before that is the creation of writing. Alphabets, writing systems, people started noting down deals or debts or even religious texts. I've said many times that heroes and role models have no gender. And I maintain what I said. In history, there have been remarkable women. We can list Cleopatra for one. She ruled over Egypt for a while. There were various European queens too, and even courtesans who achieved not only financial independence but also good fortune through their seductive ways. Don't knock the hustle. It would be a lie to say that women didn't work before women's lib. There were maids, housekeepers, teachers, and the like. But have you ever heard or found proof that a woman had a job as a doctor, a lawyer, or any kind of high-paying professional career before the feminist movements of the 20th century? Before then, a girl was lucky to get the same kind of education as a boy. It would be an insult to add the words as a woman when we say a female is impressive. Money matters to women because of the way they chose their partners for centuries or even millenniums. We are programmed to look for a provider. Money matters to women, but not for women. And money matters for men, but not to men. We know through various artifacts like pottery that the mother goddess was worshipped a long time ago, before history. Written history favors men of actions. A man must provide, protect, and proclaim to do right by a woman. But what must a woman do for a man? Care, respect, and inspire. I hear a lot of financially secure women claim their independence. More power to them. What women must understand is that men don't look for the same things as them to pick someone to be with. Let me tell you about a situation to illustrate this. Professional athletes are some of the most admired men in society today, and so the most desired. Women love them because they have good looks, money, they're tall, and they're young. They have their pick of women in just about any city they visit. So why do they tend to commit to girls with less means than them? Because it's shameful for a man of high caliber to depend on a girlfriend or a wife financially. All their lives, men work hard to rise up and compete against other men to be the king of the mountain, the big fish in a small pond, or the greatest of all time in their specific area of expertise. They want women who push them to be better in order to keep them, not to change them for their personal likes. They want women who push them to be better, not women who try to be better than them at being men. Sexual polarity makes it so masculine men are repelled by masculine women. Masculine women who attempt to conquer them by playing the role of a man and provide, protect, or proclaim, like he already tries to love you. Men vastly prefer a girl who is emotionally independent compared to a career woman who has all the worldly possession a man cannot give her. Being emotionally independent is like finding a hard virgin. Men thrive on being first. You can't win one over by pointing out all the others you had before. It makes him feel smaller. Males like letting others know they found a pearl and not a girl who has the smell of a clam. You may have a lot of men around you, They compete because you have yet to be won over. A man only cares about how many you let in that broke you, not how many he has to fight to have you. They thrive on challenge, you thrive on attention. Men see your value in 3 different ways. You can find out more about this with SHEN WADE Media, but just to name a few: your sexual value, your spiritual value, and your social value. Men are looking for Cinderella, not Mulan. The belle of the ball. The belle of the ball, ready to be swept away from a hard life and be forever grateful to him. Not to point out why they aren't needed as a man. Now, on to New York news. Big changes, very big changes, because these ones are cheaper in the streets and they are an untapped market. Let me point you out. Demand. Let's start with the Bronx. 2.4.1, une hausse de 2,516%. 2.4.2, une baisse de 1,148%. 2.4.3, une hausse de 48,562%. 2.4.4, une hausse de 22,454%. 2.4.5, une hausse de 3,248%. 2.4.6, une baisse de 44,509%. 2.4.7, une baisse de 12,536%. 2.4.8, une hausse de 8,978%. 2.4.9, une hausse de 2,495%. 2.4.10, une hausse de 51,748%. Now, on to Manhattan. 2.4.1 égale 2.4.2 égale 2.4.3, une hausse de 34,567%. 2.4.4, une baisse de 2,224%. 2.4.5, une baisse de 33,420%. 2.4.6, une hausse de 51,650%. 2.4.7, une hausse de 45,224%. 2.4.8, une hausse de 51,936%. 2.4.9, une hausse de 15,448%. 2.4.10, une hausse de 12,446%. Queens, soyez-moi 2.4.1, une hausse de 9,470%. 2.4.2, une hausse de 81,465%. 2.4.3, une hausse de 3,461%. 2.4.4, une baisse de 41,223%. 2.4.5, une hausse de 26,457%. 2.4.6, une hausse de 46,668%. 2.4.7, une hausse de 45,261%. 2.4.8, une hausse de 24,003%. 2.4.9, une hausse de 13,648%. 2.4.10, une hausse de 61,653%. Brooklyn Now. 2.4.1, une hausse de 4,226%. 2.4.2, une baisse de 13,566%. 2.4.3, une baisse de 15,226%. 2.4.4, une hausse de 8,464%. 2.4.5, une hausse de 2,225%. 2.4.6 égale 2.4.7 égale 2.4.8 égale 2.4.9, une baisse de 14,689%. 2.4.10, une hausse de 25,641%. Last one up, Staten Island. 2.4.1, une hausse de 34,608%. 2.4.2, une hausse de 21,552%. 2.4.3 égale 2.4.4, une baisse de 3,865%. 2.4.5, une baisse de 22,101%. 2.4.6, une hausse de 44,235%. 2.4.7, une baisse de 78,001%. 2.4.8, une hausse de 4,424%. 2.4.9, une hausse de 73,225%. 2.4.10, une hausse de 5,016%. So this was episode number 3 of the Dog Days. It's Easter Sunday, and this one is called Money Matters 2, Money Matters 4. Good night, folks.